What's going on, guys? Kamon here. So today I'm going to bring you guys an updated version of my Nordic deck. I've been getting a lot of comments and a lot of tags on Discord and Instagram asking me to update this deck. Now there are two versions that I do want to update. So I'm going to show you guys this version because I have the cards here. And if this video gets 50 likes, I'll show you guys the other version. But the thing is, I'll have to do that version on Dueling Book because I don't have the cards. I don't want to spend money on those cards, especially for this deck. I like this deck a lot, but man, this deck is hard. It's hard trying to make this deck good. But anyways, 50 likes, and I got you guys with the version number 2, which I think you guys would like a lot more. So this profile is for those who were asking for an updated version because the fan on hot. Because you guys wanted to play Nordics, and I get it, bro. This deck is honest to God, very fun. But man, is it hard. So I still think this version might be a little bit better than the other version, but let's get into it. So I'm gonna show you guys the main deck and the extra deck. No side deck, but a little tidbit for side deck cards. You can side Shifter in here, and you can side Tikaboo, aka there can only be one. I feel like those are pretty good side deck cards for this deck if you did want to take this deck to a competitive level, because I know people really like Nordics like I do. Anyway, let's get into it. And I'm going to butcher the names because I do not speak Nord, wherever it is. So 3 of the Smith. Smith, in my opinion, is one of the best Nordic monsters ever printed. I feel like for this deck to actually be good, or not even good, just more decent, we need more support. Like, this first wave of Nordic support, it's okay, but it has its own issues to where you're like locked out. What they should do, they should print more spell and trap cards that can, they should print like a field spell that can like facilitate monsters for you. You know what I mean? Or give us like other boss monsters too. You know what I mean? That's pretty cool. Or like little level monsters like a level 6 synchro or level 7. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. But anyways, 3 Smith. If you control a Asia or a Nordic monster, you can summon them from your hand for free. That effect does not activate, by the way. And his main effect on summon, you can search for a Nordic relic card. You only play one, so that's the best one. That's the freaking trap card. That's how you win games, essentially, is with the trap cards. So 3 of him. He's a warrior, so level 4 Earth, so that's very important for this new build. Next, we are running Alvis. I'm not sure I'm saying correctly. Alvis is a really good one. Alvis, now, this support is good. Like, Alvis is a good card for this deck. So, what Alvis does, right? Alvis has, like, a few effects, but it's only really involving the freaking Link monster. So, if this guy is banished, if this is the only card banished off of your Link monster's effect, you can just send other copies of Nordic monsters from your deck to graveyard and then synchro summon. So, that's pretty cool. So, because you don't want to, like, banish 3 cards, you could just banish this guy and then you'll still get the same result. But keep in mind, if you do that effect this way, the synchro monster won't be properly synchro summoned, so it won't come back, something like that. I gotta reread them again, but yeah. So 3 Alvis. As other effect, Grave effect is pretty cool too. If your Nordic Asia synchro monster is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's effect, it's a battle and or effect, yeah, pretty sure battle or effect, you can banish this guy and then summon a different Nordic monster from your extra deck for free. So this is like a built-in protection, but that effect is only once per duel. It should have been once per turn, in my opinion, because like, who the heck's playing Nordics in 2023? You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna be like, yeah, I lost to Nordics, bro? Well, it's possible. So yeah, 3 of him because you want to max out on all of the good names. Speaking of good names, we run 3. Here we go. Gulen Burstein. Okay, Gulen Burstein. Gulen Burstein is pretty cool. So his main effect is you can substitute him for any synchro summon for a Asia monster. So he could be used as. So if you guys didn't know, for the like Nordic synchros, they all make different tuners. Like Loki needs a Nordic Alfar tuner. Thor needs a Nordic Beast. And Odin needs a Nordic Ascendant, right? So he can substitute himself for any of them. So with him, you can make any of the gods, and I feel like that's really good support for Nordic, because like making any god is really good, in my opinion. So 3 of this. On summon, you can target a Nordic monster in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. And then once per turn, you can summon a Nordic monster from your hand. So this helps you like extend. So he's a pretty good card. You want to play him at 3. The fact that he's like a light is pretty cool too. He's a boar, right? Yeah. I don't understand most of the Nordic god. I almost said lore. Well, lore is right, but like yeah, lore. So what is this pig? Explain to me the pig. Explain to me the pig. The bacon. Now for the 2-0s, we are playing 2. Ooh, the black goat. We're going with the black goat. I could pronounce this before, but I can't do it now. So black goat's pretty cool because he has 2 effects. His main effect, if your monster dies by a battle, you can summon him to your field. So he's pretty good protection, even though if he dies, he dies. His other effect, right? If he switches from defense to attack mode, you can summon is it a Nordic beast? Yeah, one Nordic beast monster from your deck in defense mode. So your main and only target is this. And yeah, so these 2 were 6. Then you'll need a 4, and then you'll make a 10. But usually, you'll summon this, his effect will go off. You know what I mean? Like, it all plays into effect. This card used to be super good back in the day, but it's just so slow now. But you still have to play it at 2 until we get better Nordic stuff, which maybe we will, maybe we won't. Who knows? I'm hoping we do, because, like, the deck is cool, dude. This deck may not be, like, the best deck, but it's a cool deck, dude. So, yeah. 2 Black Goat. And for more 2-0s, we are playing 2 Valkyrie. Valkyrie would have been a better... So Valkyrie used to be the ish back in the day. Because on normal summon, if you control no other cards on your field, you can banish 2 other Nordic monsters in your hand, then summon 2 level 4 tokens. So this was a free Odin summon, right? The problem is with this card, you have to control no other cards on the field, and you have to have 2 Nordic monsters in your hand. Is Nordic monsters or cards? Yeah, Nordic monsters. So, like, that's... Man, I wish they made this deck, like, around the 2021 era, where, like, all the cool decks got some cool support. You know what I mean? Or, like, just... Then they would have made the bear, like, oh, on summon, banish 2 Nordic cards. Synchro summon. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been sick. I don't know. So, yeah. You still want to play 2 of her because she is part of some combos and other cards that we do play in here. And, yeah, level 2 is really good, too. And she's a fairy, so yeah. You want to play her at 2 still, at all times. So, 2 of her. Now for the 1-ofs. 1 Mara. I still have my ulti first ed. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that he comes ulti. I don't know. The 1 Mara and the 1 Diverg. Am I saying it correctly? Yeah, so these are the 1-ofs I do play. So how this works, when you trigger something with this, the monsters have to be in your hand. And it has to be 2 Nordic monsters, right? So, you can do this under skill drain because that is a condition, right? So if your opponent has a skill drain on field, you can be like, alright, summon. Synchro summon. You know what I mean? Like, they can't negate that. You know what I mean? Because that's just a condition that he has. And like, if there's like a Tikaboo... Hold on, is Loki a spellcaster? If he's a spellcaster, you're kind of screwed. Yep, he is. Well... let's see. Either way, like, yeah, you can still summon a level 10 off of him for free. So you could be like normal summon, right? Synchro summon, summon a Baron if you want to. So yeah, 1 of him. And Divert is pretty cool because he gets you a additional normal summon, and the main effect you use him for when he's in the graveyard, which is a mandatory thing because it activates. Target 1 relic in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So this is how you recycle your trap card back. So yeah, this card is mandatory to play at least at 1. You want to play him at 3 or 2, you can, but how I have this build, playing him at 1 is just fine in my opinion. So just 1 of him. That is it for the main Nordics. Now for the engine, I still feel like this engine is actually needed in this deck, and because the more cards we are playing, it makes more sense. Plus, it got cheaper too. So we are still playing the Brave engine, right? The Brave engine is really good in here. Having a Griffin first turn, so your Link monster can get off her effect is very, 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 very important. So 3 Water Enchantress and 1 Griffin Rider. These are your most important. You want to play these at all times. I'm not sure. You might play in the other build and pick it up too. Maybe. I'll cook for y'all. Like I said, 50 likes and I got y'all. Just help me out with that and I got y'all, bro. But yeah, so this engine is very important. I don't think this deck is playable without this engine. Good news, this engine just got a reprint in the new Battles of Legends. So like, she's like $4 and like rights like 10, 15 bucks each. So yeah, get it. Get it. And the last card we are running for monsters that aren't anything crazy. This card shouldn't be in here, but disclaimer, I don't have the other spell card. I have a different one. So yeah, Hippo. Hippo's here, bro. I love Hippo. Hippo's here for only 1 card and 1 card only. You guys can guess why he's here, but yeah, just the 1 Hippo. If you're playing the other card, you don't run the Hippo. But this is like the only brick in the deck. But like I said, I don't own the other card, and I didn't want to proxy, so Hippo it is, brother. Hand traps. Only 6, so 3 Ash and 3 Effect Veiler, right? I understand Castira is like a big threat because the Rise Heart, so Veiler is dead. But Veiler has other uses in this deck besides just, negate your thing, you know what I mean? But Veiler's a good card regardless, so I like Veiler. I've been really rocking Veiler a lot more in my profiles lately, and like, having a good time. So 3 Ash, 3 Veiler. These 6 are your most important for the next card, which makes this deck a lot more consistent. And the card I am running is Small World, right? I decided to take out Pot of Prosperity and put Small World because the fact that we have so many bridges, like, okay, boom. Smith is level 4 in an Earth and 1500 attack. You know who else shares his attack? Enchantress, 1500. So you can go banish Enchantress, banish this, and you can literally add this guy here, right? Or what you could do, you could banish Enchantress level 3, and you could banish, I don't know, Ash. Oh, no, you can't. It's a tuner. Either way, you have a lot of play. I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. Normally, I'm more up to speed, but I'm very tired. But yeah, like, Small World is good, so you can do so much. Oh, boom. There you go. Like, there's so many plays here. Like, there's a light. Like, you can banish Effect Veiler, and then you can banish Valkyrie, and then you can get the Golem Bursty. I don't know how to say their names, but yeah, like, you have a lot of lines in here. If I wasn't so tired, I'd be like, oh yeah, do this and that, but I'm just like, blah. So I apologize for that. But yeah, anyways, 3 Small World. I think it's a little bit better than Pot of Prosperity, but Pot of Prosperity is a lot more free. But understand not everyone can afford Pot of Prosperity, so this is more of a budget-ish. And I don't know, I like this card a little bit more than Pot, if I'm being honest, just because, like, you don't want to bash everything from your extra deck all the time anyways. So yeah, 3 Small World. The card we are running 3 Super Hippo Carnival. So with this card, you legitimately have to run the pig, because if you don't summon this can't activate. So like I said, the other one is way better, but this is just as good too. So what it does on activation, you summon the pig, and then you summon as many tokens as you can. And the pig you can summon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. It don't matter, right? So the reason why this is good, because whenever you do your Link Monster's effect, you go Chain Link 1, Link Monster, Chain Link 2, activate this. The 3 tokens you summon, you can banish those tokens, and that way you'll still keep your card advantage and your cards in the field in hand. So, yeah. Hippo Carnival is really good. The other one, just regular Hippo Carnival, is better because, like, it just summons 3 tokens for free, I believe. So, yeah, if you were to play this deck, play that card over this card. And, yeah, you're good to go. So, 3 of those. And we're still playing the right package, so boom, boom. Standard, very explanatory. Getting out a Griffin early turn is really, 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 really good. And you can actually banish a freaking token if you really want to. So you're freaking, so you can synchro summon or banish it off of your Link Monster. You can synchro summon with it. All that good stuff. So yeah, boom, boom, boom. Package pretty good. Always play it. Now for the 1-ubs. The one Foolish for your Water Enchantress, the one Called by the Grave, and obviously the one Relic. This card's busted. It negates all face-up cards in your opponent currently controls. So this is how you freaking win games. Like this plus a Griffin plus a big god and your Link monster. This is how you win most games if you can. Plus, since you are playing Effect Veiler plus Ash Blossom, that helps also too. So yeah. Anything I would change? If you play the other Carnival, you could take out the Hippo for a Rhoda, because you can search for your Smith or your level 1 guy. Yeah, that's it for the main deck. That's solid 40 cards. Nothing too crazy. It didn't really change too much except for the Small World and the Small World Bridges now, obviously. But yeah, so now time for the extra deck, right? 3 of her. Best Link monster ever. You don't need any of the Links, in my opinion. Just summon her, effect banish, then you summon a god for free. While she points to a god, your opponent cannot your opponent cannot target the god with card effects, and it can't die by card effects. Other effect is it can't be targeted for attack if it points to a god. So yeah, just 3 of these. 3, 3, 3, 3. Playing 1XC, just wanted to try it out. Just the one railgun. Sorry, rail cannons, super guy. He takes 2 level 10s, so if you do have a 2 level 10s, you could just boop. You know what I mean? Pretty cool. Synchros. Stardust Dragon and XL, because you can make level 8s in here. It's not too hard, too difficult. Yep, so 2 of those. And everything else is just 10s in here. So we have the one Shang Ying, the one Baton de Fleur, Rudy Rose, cool card. Death Speeder, because we are running the Stardust Dragon, so making this is pretty cool too. And bringing back your banner stuff is dynamite, bro. And that is it for the other 10s. And now for the gods. 1 Loki. I still have my radius, like my ulti one. Like the 1 Loki. Right? We are playing 2 Thor. Look at him, bro. Look at him. He's so nice. 2 Thor. I know one's secret, bro. I know. And the Big Daddy 2 Odin himself, bro. Look at it. So the deck revolves around these guys right here. But most of the time, half the time, you'll literally, like, your board's going to end off with, like, boom, boom. Like, a standard board is going to look like this, right? What's it at? Boom. What's it at? Boom. 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 Right? This is a standard board right here, right? So you'll have the token here, obviously, with the Draco back in this, so it can't die by a battle. You'll have a free Omni Negate, a monster, you can also in defense actually, a monster that can't really die or be targeted or anything, and a big board wipe negate on your opponent's field. Like, this right here is how you'll win games with this deck most of the time. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. This deck is not the best, but I made it as best as I could. Again, 50 likes I gotcha with the version number 2, which I think is a little bit more viable and competitive. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Anyways, that's it with Deck Profile. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe, share it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have an awesome one. Peace.